Hey everybody, I'm Ethan.
I'm Ryan.
This is the Magical Express,
where we bring the Disney magic to you. So as we've talked about already in a couple of our other previous videos, we do have a trip planned to Walt Disney World this coming fall. And at this point in time, we're kind of old pros, to say the least.
Yeah, I'd say so.
We've made several trips down to Orlando in our years, and we've got to do just about everything that they have to offer. And the nice thing is, and the benefit there is, on trips now, we can kind of adapt and change the way we experience the magic.
We don't feel obligated to go and nail every single thing Disney World has to offer, because we've seen it, and sometimes you're looking for a little change of pace.
The way we're going to change the pace on this next trip is actually by spending one whole day just resort hopping. Instead of spending a day in the parks, we're actually going to take a step back a little bit, try and relax a little more, and really see what all the different resorts have to offer. And we think this is going to be a great way for us to vary our experience and not get burnt out on having to hit every attraction or every show on this upcoming trip.
Sometimes it's nice just to remember that there's a lot of magic at Disney outside of the parks, and the amount of incredible theming and imagination that goes into Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, everything there, that same magic can be found in all the hotels. And whether you're staying at one of the value resorts up to the most expensive one there's a whole lot of magic that can be found, and a lot of great experiences that people sometimes never even experience or never talk about because of all the great stuff happening in the parks.
So what we're going to do today is give you kind of our current plans for how we're going to spend that day, and hopefully give you some tips on how to plan a resort hopping day so you can get a taste of what several of the different resorts have to offer.
Now, we may not be doing character breakfast as much as we used to when we were younger, but if you're planning a trip with kids, or maybe your whole family just wanting to go experience that, you can do what we're planning on doing, which is going to the Cape May Cafe for breakfast. So the Cape May Cafe at Disney's Beach Club Resort has Minnie's Beach Bash Breakfast. Now this is an awesome character meet and greet breakfast where you can really kind of start your day off, really being thrown into the Disney magic while still having a really good breakfast.
It's also a little more laid back than something like Chef Mickey's or something like that that's super character heavy. This one is a little more relaxed, a little more paced out, and you can really kind of enjoy your meal in addition to those character meet and greets. Well, now that you've got a full stomach for breakfast and you're ready to start the day, I think what we're planning on doing is taking about a 10-minute walk to the Boardwalk. The Boardwalk is a great place to just kind of hang out, to get some great sights, but also to check out some cool shopping opportunities, some great snack opportunities. And there's lots of different activities that go on there. Much like the Boardwalk in Santa Monica or something like that, it's just a great way to kind of get out in the air and kind of experience Disney in a different way. It's almost like a miniature Disney Springs in that sense, which is really great way to just kind of start your morning off right. After a couple laps around the Boardwalk, what you'll want to do is take a ferry boat to the monorail station at Epcot. There you can take the monorail to the Transportation and Ticketing Center and switch lines so that you can get on the Magic Kingdom Resort area monorail line.
So once you get on the right monorail line, you're going to get off at the Polynesian Resort. So the Polynesian Resort has some of the best restaurants Disney's resorts have to offer. But for lunch, instead of going with a pricier option, we're going to go to Captain Cook's. So Captain Cook's has some of the more interesting, I'd say, options for a quick service restaurant with Thai coconut meatballs, curry seafood stew, and a lot of lunch options that are not your typical hot dogs, burgers, pizzas that you're going to find at Disney.
Including some pulled pork nachos that are delicious.
Very good.
After your delicious lunch at Captain Cook's, you're going to head to Pineapple Lanai, also at the Polynesian Resort. There you can have a great pineapple Dole Whip, just like you can get in the Magic Kingdom.
Now that is one of my favorite tips and tricks when it comes to resort hopping, because so many people wait in long, long lines for that Dole Whip at the Magic Kingdom. Go to the Polynesian, no line.
Instant.
So after your Dole Whip, head back to the monorail station and go to the Grand Floridian Resort. Once you're there, you can either go with some relaxation or some adventure.
If you're looking for a more relaxing afternoon, I would highly recommend the Garden View Tea Room. This is a great opportunity just to grab some finger foods, to sit back, relax, enjoy a nice cup of coffee or some hot tea.
And sometimes it is nice to just take a break.
It really
Especially
is.
with the day like we've got planned. A lot of moving around and a lot of eating. So sometimes it's just nice to sit down for a little bit.
Take it in, enjoy your afternoon for sure. But if you're somebody who's a little bit more of an adrenaline junkie, you want some of the action maybe that you'd be missing from not being in the parks, one thing you can do at the Grand Floridian and several of the other lagoon area resorts is to rent a motorboat. And anybody over the age of 18 can do this, and it's a great way just to get out on the water, to explore the lagoon and the marina, and really see maybe the parks and the resorts from some different angles.
So whether you do the adventurous route or the relaxing route, I would encourage you to explore the Grand Floridian. It is one of the prettiest hotels probably in the world, and definitely one of the best at Disney, just to see how in-depth the theming is. It's such a beautiful place, whether it's a live music out in the lobby at times, around Christmas time when they've got the big gingerbread house.
Yeah,
I mean,
for real.
there are so many great things to do at the Grand Floridian. But once you're done and you're ready for some dinner, back to the monorail station you go, because you got a big dinner planned at the Contemporary.
All right, for dinner at the Contemporary Resort, what we're planning on doing is going to the California Grill. Not only do they have excellent food, but if you time it just right, you can actually be up top the Contemporary Resort with an excellent sky view of the Magic Kingdom fireworks. And this is a trick a lot of people don't realize, because they actually play the music from the fireworks in the restaurant for guests who are there at that time. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you time your dinner along when the fireworks are going to be, so that you get that really unique experience and unique view of the park for the fireworks.
The restaurant itself is actually, I think, on the 13th or 15th floor. You're way up there, and you have a view of the Magic Kingdom that is pretty hard to come across. And so the fact that the restaurant really takes that and uses it to its advantage, dimming the lights, piping in the music from the fireworks show, they really go all out to make sure you get the most of it. And if you aren't able to get a reservation right at fireworks time, and maybe you're a little before, maybe you're a little after, don't worry. Either bring your receipt from your early dinner, or let them know about your reservation later in the night, and they'll bring you up to the observation deck where you can experience it just like any of the other people enjoying their dinner. So after your amazing dinner with an amazing view, head on down to the bottom of the Contemporary and take a ferry to the Fort Wilderness Campground and Resort. Now, this is a ferry not a lot of people talk about, but it's super convenient to add a little bit more magic to the end of your night, whether that's with another bit of entertainment or a show or whatever. But my favorite thing to do at the campground, outdoor movie night.
Oh,
This is something I've enjoyed since I was very, very young, and I've done it every time I can. I think the last time I went, I just went with some friends when I was living in Florida, and I was like 20, because it's just a great time. They sell marshmallows, chocolate, graham crackers. You basically build your own s'mores, watch an awesome Disney movie on the big screen, all underneath the stars. It is such a fun way to end a whole entire day of resort hopping.
This may seem like a lot, and again, this is very much a tentative plan for us.
Full day, for sure.
It's definitely a full day, but it's a great way to see a lot of different things you may not otherwise have seen. Don't hold us to this. Plans could change,
Plans will change
come the fall, but this is definitely what we're planning on doing with that off day while we're there. But hopefully something we've said has encouraged you to maybe go and resort hop a little bit and maybe look for those different perspectives of Walt Disney World.
And let us know down in the comments, where's your favorite resort? If you have some ideas or tips or things to do that maybe we haven't thought about or we aren't including in our plan, let us know. We'd love to comment, talk with you and see what you like to do, and we'll share why we love what we love so much.
And maybe what you give us is going to allow us to change our plans, and we're planning on getting some video shot there, maybe some vlogs, so that definitely could impact that as well. So if you have something of interest, definitely let us know.
So again, thanks for watching our video. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and I'm Ethan.
I'm Ryan.
This is the Magical Express.